In this session, we are discussing Keki Daruwala and his poem, The King Speaks to the Scribe. This poem is prescribed for 6th semester BA, optional English, Bangalore University, paper 7, Literatures of India, and Introduction. Keki Daruwala, one of the India's major poets writing in English. We can call him a conscious craftsman. His poetry has changed in form and themes, and his poetry is distinguished by its profusion of images, pictorial and precise. Keki Daruwala, one of the major poets writing in English today, he was born in Loni, Bunnapur, now it is in Pakistan, and he moved with his family to Punjab during partition. And after varied schooling, he completed his master's degree from Government College, Ludhiana. He became an IPS officer and served in many important assignments, including special assistant to the Prime Minister on international affairs. He appeared on the Indian English poetic scene in the 70s and has 8 collection of poems to his credit. His post 1980 volumes include uh, Winter Poems, The Keeper of the Dead, Landscape, A Summer of Tigers, and Night Rivers. And he has also published Sword and Abyssy, a collection of short stories, and he has successfully evoked the Indian ethos and landscape in his poetry and portrayed contemporary reality to such an extent that he ranks among the front-ranking post-colonial Indian English poets. Along with, we can say, Nizam Ezekiel A.K. Ramanujan, R. Parthasarathi, and Jayant Mahapatra. He is the recipient of Sahitya Academy Award in 1984 and the Commonwealth Poetry Prize for Asia in 1987. Keki Daruwala was also awarded with Padma Shri, the 4th highest civilian award in India in 2014. Daruwala is not a common man's poet. Like many other leading Indian English poets, Daruwala is a conscious craftsman. In the 4 decades of his writing career, his poetry has changed in form and themes. But there are certain common features which have remained more or less constant. He has sculpted a style which, at its best, is compact and precise in its use of language and free from redundant expression. We can say that his characteristic feature of his poems are vigor and immediacy of language, the knife-edged tone, and an abiding and infatuated concern with love, death, and domination. A skeptic and indignant cynicism about the plight of human society, and a rare intensity in portraying living individuals are his unique characteristics we can find in his poetry. Keki Daruwala has so far published about 12 books consisting of mostly poems and couple of fictional works. Some of his important works are Under Orion, The Keeper of the Dead, Landscape, and Summer of Tigers, The Minister for Permanent Unrest, and other stories. And he also edited 2 decades of Indian poetry. The Library of Congress has all his books. So, to talk about his style, which, as I told it at its best, is compact and precise in its use of language and is free from redundant expressions. His poetry is distinguished by its profusion of images, and they are mostly pictorial and they are precise. They are marked by clarity of perception and expression. He is very often sardonic and sarcastic in tone and attitude. If creation of new idiom in English is one of the characteristics of post-colonialism, then Darwala's claim to be post-colonial poet cannot be overlooked. He attempts to use new idiom and create new themes by writing about contemporary Indian reality. Uh, Darwala's third book, Crossing of Rivers, was published by the Oxford University Press in 1976, and his poems figure in a number of anthologies, and he has himself edited an anthology of modern Indian poetry under the title 2 Decades of Indian Poetry in English. That is from 1960 to 1980, and he won Sahitya Academy Award in 1984. Darwala is also known for his bitter, sarcastic tone and as one who writes from his experience of violence, that he was in the police department, that he encountered the people in the department, and he shows a preoccupation with some of the darker sides of existence, particularly with death and destruction. Darwala is one who believes, like many other poets writing in recent years, that poetry should derive its inner strength from a social awareness and sense of commitment. Keki Darwala and Nizam Ezekiel are two powerful voices of modern Indian English poetry. Their literary communication is a testament of their poetic ability and singularity. Though Ezekiel and Daruwala are among the current Indian English poets, yet Ezekiel is senior to Daruwala by almost 2 decades. Ezekiel began writing in the 1950s, whereas Daruwala in the 1970s. Hence, the work attempts to uh, discover the matching bonds between the two poets in order to analyze the poetic cosmos of the two distinct time periods and in what manner these two poets, representatives of the age, are paving way for the upcoming poets. In contrast to Ezekiel, Darwala is influenced by the Western style of writing, more given to language and poetic form. Furthermore, in both the poets, the personal and subjective experiences go a long way in shaping their poetic communication. In this background, this that we can say that Darwala and Ezekiel are the powerful voices of modern Indian English poetry. Uh, Both Ezekiel and K.K. Daruwala have recaptured the socio-cultural aspects of Indian society in a realistic manner, which makes them as the greatest artists. Although born in Orthodox Jewish and Parsi families, Ezekiel and K.K. Daruwala are found to be free thinkers who mix the sacred and secular with the traces of sarcasm. The outstanding achievements of two post colonial Indian English poets validate the conclusion that Indo English poetry is no longer be detached from the realities of the life and society. Rather, it is truly innovative and Indian in its content. Ezekiel was a professor and Daruwala was a police officer, belong professionally to diametrically different camps. They are of the same mind in way they view and expose political, social, and familial ills. Both the poets they strive for socio-economic regeneration by quickening the consciousness of their readers through the images of social and familial decadence and disharmony. Most of the poems of Ezekiel and K.K. Darwala derive much of their strength from their awareness of the local conditions of society, uh, pretense of local conditions of society, and the political leaders, troubles of the poor, misery of women and children, contradiction between faith and practice, and their own personal pleasures and pains. Being one of the most colonial English poets, Daruwala and Nizam Ezekiel have tried to explore the practical realities of Indian society, though their energetic poetic expertise they highlighten the social structures of Indian society through their own perspectives. Both possesses similarities and differences which have been uh, can be pointed out like that. They have that regional differences. First one, India has been pictured differently by Darwala and Ezekiel. Kiki Daruwala presents the picture of India, which has been distorted by the mass media and presented to the West with a bit of truth and a lot of shame. Whereas Nizam Ezekiel presents Indian social structure with its characterized with a squalor, slums, heartlessness, brutality, and destruction of humanity and individual. His social awareness compels him to indulge in the prevailing social life around him, in which he witnesses uh, the inequalities, poverty, and pretensions. A tone of sadness pervades as he witnesses the degradation of the Indian masses in the overcrowded, dirty, and unhealthy environment of the city. He raised a voice against the rampant poverty, which is the root cause of many social evils. Darwala is a poet of a rural landscape and he presents the rural ethos in his poetry. Nissim Ezekiel believed that the city of Mumbai is not a city of soul. The people come to Mumbai not in search of salvation but success. He talks about that in his poems, and we can say that uh, Darwala and Nazim Ezekiel's view on women are about that they talk about it freely and frankly. Both Ezekiel and Daruwala talks about the fair sex in their poetry freely and frankly. However, their treatment of the female body is widely different. And the majority of the poems from Ezekiel's first book, A Time to Change, a few poems from 60 poems and few poems from the third may be regarded as a confessional poems because in them he treated the physical dimensions of the relationship between man and woman freely and frankly. Darwala, on the other hand, he presents the miserable condition of the women who suffer a lot in the hands of their male counterpart. For example, in the poem Monologue in the Chambal Valley, under Orion, he pictured an incident of a girl and a woman trafficking is brought forward to depict the deplorable condition of women. Uh, Darwala poetry, the themes of his poetry can be uh, identified as he always talk about the family, history, and social issues. Kiki Darwala's poems, there are no fixed themes because of his wide vision in the capacity as an IPS officer. However, he wrote on various themes like family, history, social issues, humor, satire, misery, etc. And uh, for this semester, we have one of his poem called "The King Speaks to the Scribe." The poem that an incident taken from the history, and history is also one of the major themes that the poetry of Keki Daruwala always have. He is really a poet par excellence. His poetic technique and craftsmanship are so polished and sharp that even some historical events got a new shape in his poetry. Like poems like Al Azhar Lecture, Mehdi of Sudan, History, and Middle Ages. He deals with history in all this that he deals with the history. He also mentioned various places across the globe in his poems. In his Al Azhar Lecture, he shows us Egypt's history. Mamluk Sultana was the king of the time, and a devastating plague snatched away the lives of Mamluk peasants, Falan, and many more in 1387. Uh, he also deals with the theme of social issues. Uh, Darwala, we can say, very conscious about the society, its problem and issues. Actually, very few things are left unnoticed by him. He shows various themes in his poetry: terror, violence, slavery, poverty, death, corruption, are all present there in many of his poems. In his notes, he shows how poverty and hunger change a person into a brutal one. So, Keki Daruwala, one of the major Indian poets writing in English. In the next session, we will discuss about his poem, The King Speaks to the Scribe.